better? Live link?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How do I sound, though?
Nah, you sound crispy.
It's crispy? All right.
Yeah. I see somebody's feet in the back.
Oh, you see somebody's feet in the back?
Yeah. The feet was clipping through for a quick second. Yeah. Who that? Addy?
Yeah, Daddy.
What up, Addy?
J-Mate says hi. Do I want to see your feet?
Hold up 1 second.
Yeah? You're gonna pile up? Yeah, there you go. There you go on the side. Go, don't worry. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Let's go see. Yeah, you know what's gonna, or push a chair. Yeah, I'm live right now. No one's gonna see you, yo. Oh my god, yo. This guy's ducking. He's ducking the camera. Alright, yeah, that's fine.
I gotta hit that boy Robin Gaming up real quick.
Why, what happened?
Cause he be doing like reaction videos to like TV shows and shit on his channel.
Oh yeah?
And I'm trying to see how he do it without like getting
a strike, right?
copyright strikes and shit. Cause I watched one of his reaction videos and like he'll play like the whole video, but then he'll like blur it out. And only like keep up like the bottom portion of the video that has like the subtitles, and you can still hear it. But he'll like blur out the visual aspect of it. So I'm wondering if that keeps him from getting like those copyright strikes and shit like that. Cause I want to do that for Last of Us.
Yeah, low key, I wanna start doing some of those little live reactions to some of those too. Between the big videos that I'm gonna be creating, I want to get some of them smaller
Right.
videos out like that too.
Yes. Should be like easy, you know what I mean? Easy views and shit. Plus you kill two birds with one stone, watch an episode of something, pop culture. I definitely want to do more like reviews or more like review discussions. I'm not into the production shit like you.
Yeah.
That's your bag, I mean, you got it.
If you got the time to do it, that shit is nice.
It is. It's beautiful, dog. I love to look at it.
For me, it takes time, and I actually enjoy the creation aspect of it. That's why I'm still sticking with it, even though it like, whether if it performs well or not. You know what? You know what's good too. I'm trying to focus on making videos that kind of is not for the moment type of videos. Like my Dex
like Evergreen.
Like my Dex video, when I dropped that, like that shit wasn't really doing too well. Like I came back a couple, I think it was almost at like 4K views. I was like, whoa.
Oh
like,
shit. Yeah.
So,
Cause shit like that, people over time are gonna buy stuff or they looking for a desk.
Exactly.
So you know what I mean? You have stuff out there that's what I think you should keep up. I know like some of your retro reviews might not have done as well as you expected or wanted them to do.
Yeah.
I think some of those can pop over time. Like like you never know. Maybe like some of these games will get a remake, or some people just a conversation gets started on the timeline or on social media, and it just gains buzz, and people just want to be like, oh, I want to check that out, and see what that was like, and then boom, they got your review to watch or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I actually got a video cooking up talking about the Sega Dreamcast and why I loved it. Why it failed. I think it's gonna be an interesting little production that I'm coming up with. It's gonna be nice.
Are you gonna make it like a almost like a documentary almost?
You know what? It's gonna be like it's gonna be like a short doc, a little bit of a short doc, because I'm trying to keep the videos like 10 minutes tops. Stuff like that, but it's gonna be filmed extremely well though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Killer Cam for show. It said I'm low. How do I sound now? Do I sound better? Let me know. Yes, sir.
Yo, how many headsets you got? I feel like you got like a new pair of headphones on every time.
Nah, this is the same ones I've been using, yo. Same ones I've been using. Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason I always feel like you got like
it's something new now. It's the same ones I've been using for a while. I'm good now. All right, perfect. Welcome. Make sure you guys share out the link if you guys have social media platforms. I would really appreciate that. As well, we back with another episode of Good Gaming. Shout out to Cody Clark, Y Band Craft, Bria Rios, Jaren Stamps, Blackbeard, same old 23, Rich Homie Sean, Blackbeard, Retromatic, everybody who's popping in here to watch live with us. We appreciate you. I see you, Max, in the chat as well. Welcome, J-Man. How's your New Year, bro?
Oh man! First of all, welcome to the people. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2023.
Yes, sir.
Me personally, my New Year's was excellent, fantastic. Like over the
Really?
holidays, we took a few weeks off, so Christmas and New Year's came around for us, and Christmas was great. Got to spend time with family on Christmas Eve. We did our little pajama party that we do, and then Christmas Day, I went over to my in-laws' house. So we spent it over there. They cooked mad food and stuff like that. So great time. Got some gifts. Got to exchange some gifts. And then New Year's, same thing. Partied over with my family, and then I went out that night and celebrated more as well. I ended up doing it. 30. I can't hang no more, brother. It's time to hang it up, dog. I can't do it no more, yo. I ended up throwing up the next day. It was bad, son. I can't drink. Bad, so like I was in bed the whole day, and then even the day after, I was still kind of like messed up. So I'm at the point where if I have a crazy drinking night, it's gonna take me like 2 days to recover from that shit. If I'm drinking crazy though, I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta chill out.
That lifestyle for me no more. It's done, yo. You know what I mean? Like you said, like yo, bro. Even when it hits 9 o'clock, yo, your boy's tired and sleepy and shit like that. Like staying up late, the clubbing, I don't think I could do that anymore, bro. I think my time is up for that. I have to hang it up. You know what I mean?
I partying and stuff, but it's like when I start mixing shit, it's not like it's bad. Like New Year's, I was going crazy. New Year's, I was champagne, fucking rum, vodka. I'm just drinking anything. We playing beer pong, fucking. We playing drinking games, all types of wild stuff. So at this age, I gotta start with one drink and finish with one drink. No more mixing. It's over for that.
My holiday break is still going. I got one more day.
You haven't been back to work yet?
Nah, I started work on Monday, so I've had 2 weeks off. And
that's fire.
This has been the best 2 weeks in a long time, man. Since Jamaica, bro. I can't gonna hold you, yo. This 2 weeks have been fire, All I've been doing is chilling. You know what I mean? Hanging out with the wife and playing a whole lot of video games. Bro, Ages of Empire has had us in a chokehold this entire 2 weeks, Jamie. I don't know what happened. I seen your
hours over the past 2 weeks. I'm like, God, that's like most of the Age of Empires.
Bro, I probably put 70 hours in Ages of Empires in 2 weeks. Yeah. And me, pretty much we got the whole Discord playing it. Me, Strat, Tony, Def Singer, Anubis, even Blaze, I think, installed the game himself, and he ran one. But
wait, which one are y'all playing?
We're playing Ages of Empire 2 Definitive Edition. Yeah, we're not playing the latest one because like the OG one is like it's one of those games where the OG one is better than like the latest one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a classic. Okay. It's a classic. Yeah. And when I tell you, bro, we've been on that day and night, J-Man. We've been on it day and night, yo. It's so fun.
And that's like what, is it considered RTS? Real-time strategy?
Yeah, real-time strategy game, bro. Okay. That game is over 20 years old. It's still absolutely fantastic. The Definitive Edition obviously added some new features to it, quality of life features, making the game, even more enjoyable in today's standards. But honestly, that game is literally a drug. Like we accumulated a shit ton of hours in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, but those like matches, can't they last like a long time if both parties know what they're doing?
Yo, trust me, we had a game that went on for like 3 hours one time, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why the game literally the funny thing is, I couldn't even tell when I looked down at the clock, I couldn't even tell. Like you're so focused, right? Because it's a game that has to do with speed as well. Like you have to like build your infantry, manage your resources really quick. So you're literally laser focus. It's not one of those type of games like, you know what? Now, hold on, let me use the washroom real quick. Nah, bro. You're in
got no time for that shit.
For none of that shit. And like time just flies by like crazy, man. Like it's insane, man. I've been having a blast playing that. I've been playing also. I started a new playthrough of Elden Ring 2, so I've been playing that. Somehow I end up on these videos, man. Yeah, I've been playing
ultra wide too.
Yeah. I installed the fix for it, so it has. I could play in ultra wide now. I've been having a blast playing that game too. Also, the fix also increases the frame rates as well, past 60 FPS. And
Oh, okay.
so,
Cause yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah, they
never
never
actually
unlocked it.
fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
they
know why
never
From
unlocked it.
Software be
You know
tripping
what?
like that.
I don't know. Yeah, all their games are like this. You know, they typically don't have unlocked frame rates and shit like that. Most of their PC ports are like this. So I don't know,
Right.
but
That's what's up.
I've been having the time of my life. And I want to respond to King Kovu. He says, "Happy New Year, everyone!" Shout out to Lofi taking the first batch of L's in 2023. He's been listening to Tony too much, right? So me and Tony been pretty much been back and forth in games, yo. But let me tell you something real quick. Tony is a fucking bum, bro. He's a fucking bum. Let me tell you something about Tony real quick. And I know he's gonna hear this later, and it's gonna be hilarious. This guy,
Shout out to my
shout out
guy
to Tony. That's
Tony.
my guy, yo. This guy, right? When we got back on the game, right, J-Man, he won like the first couple of matches, like straight. Like he was actually cleaning me up. That's a fact, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? I started getting back into the groove of things, started picking up, bro. Now he won one, he wins one, I win one. He wins one, I win one. But the difference is
Yeah,
now
back and forth.
but the difference is now. Before he never used to limit our games, but now he wants to limit our games. To, like he only doesn't want to play that much because he knows.
What you mean
'cause he
by
knows
limited? Like,
okay, so because pretty much before we would play like 5 games straight, 6 games straight.
okay.
When he was up on the leaderboards and like he was winning more majority, right? Now that I'm starting to clean him up, he's like, 2 games, I'm done. Let's get Anubis in here, let's play teams. Like he doesn't want to run the 1v1s back to back no more because I've been cleaning him up. Yo, that nigga's a bum, bro. He sucks. But
That's
honestly,
hilarious.
yeah, we've been having so much fun playing Age of Empire 2. If you watching the podcast and you enjoy Ages of Empire, you like if you've played it in the past before, make sure you guys go in the description, join our Discord, and get involved in some of these matches, yo. It's been really, really fun, man. Really, really fun. But J-Man, yo, what you been playing,
man.
yo? Or you haven't really been playing much over the holidays?
No, I actually have. Last episode, I think I said I was at the end of Callisto, so I finished up Callisto Protocol, got that done. What else? I finished up the Quarry. I went back to that game. I'm a fan of. I ain't gonna say I'm a big fan of Supermassive because I didn't play. They had like this anthology of horror games that I didn't really get into, but I was a big fan of Until Dawn, so I was like, let me check out the Quarry. It looked like it was something up that same, you know what I mean, up that same alley. But I didn't like the Quarry as much as Until Dawn at all. Like I thought that the upgrade would be much better in terms of like just like the storytelling as well as. The voice acting was fucking corny as shit. Like I know it's supposed to be corny, like Until Dawn was, but it was like beyond corny in this game. And they implemented a lot of like these woke narratives into the game. I know people hate that word woke, but it was clear as day what they were going for with some of these characters. I just thought it was corny the way they rolled it out, and the story itself. I thought it wasn't anything. That good. But I did beat it. I finished that up, and then also been playing Elden Ring.
Okay,
so I've been getting through. Let me tell you something about Elden Ring and my biggest beef with the game.
Let me hear this.
My biggest beef with Elden Ring is it forces me to play Souls games the way I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna say it forces me. That's the wrong word to use. It doesn't force me, but me internally, the way my OCD is set up. Is forcing my OCD to make me play the game the way I don't want to play. So when I play Souls games, right? Before they weren't open world. So like Bloodborne, Demon Souls games, shit like that. I would clear out a whole area before I moved on to the next area. So it don't matter how many times I die. I need to make sure every enemy is dead in one run before I move on to the next area. What happens now in this open world setting is this fucking enemies everywhere, dog.
Yes, sir.
There's motherfuckers everywhere. So I have to like reset the way I play it in order to feel comfortable with the way I proceed in the game. So other than that, though,
I don't know
I
if
think
you've noticed. I don't know if you've
go ahead.
noticed, but some in Elden Ring, like they place enemies around where you're clearly not ready for. They do it on purpose.
Absolutely.
You kind of pick and choose your fights in certain areas. So you some areas like you get on your horse, right, and you just completely avoid it, you know?
Avoid it, yeah.
And just avoid
And
it
that
in
bothers me,
general.
bro. That fucking
it's not one
bothers
of
me
those
so
type of-
much.
Yeah.
And there's so many areas, like even when you first start out the game with like the first tree sentinel that you fight, like dog, he was whooping my ass for a minute.
Bro,
I'm like, God damn.
It's a trick. See, that boss right there is a trick. It's not meant for you to beat him at that point. That's just a fact.
Right.
I'm sure
And-
there's
and-
obviously some Asians probably super nice. You know what I mean? Not to be, you know what I mean? But
let me tell you how
probably
crazy
cool.
I am.
What's
That
up?
was the first enemy I beat in that game. I
Say
literally
word.
spent hours fighting that same dude. I literally mastered this shit and finally beat him. It took me hours,
Nah,
dog.
you're
I'm
not
like,
supposed to do
yo.
them first, bro. It's a setup. They put that boss there to set you up to think that you have to fight him first, but you're supposed to avoid him, low key, go get stronger, and come back and fight him. But we actually have our partner in here. You know what I mean? Our good friend Jack Move decided to join us
Shit.
this episode.
Mr.
Jack,
Move.
Jack, say what up to the people real quick. Welcome to Good Gaming, sir, for a third time.
What's good, everybody? I thought I was banned from this podcast, but how y'all doing, man?
Yeah, it depends. If you post up another makeup picture, I swear to God, you're going to be banned for more than just a podcast.
I ain't gonna hold you. It did look kind of cute. Let's just put it out.
Yeah,
Let's just
low key.
Let's
Hey,
just
you-
bullshit.
I ain't going to hold you. You had a couple fans out there.
That's what
Some
I'm saying.
dudes was saying you was looking all right.
Listen, man.
You're baddie on the timeline.
I'm saying though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yo, Jack, how was your New Year, though? You know what I mean?
It was cool. It was cool.
with family?
Nah, man. I was just chilling. Actually, I was on Discord like a social degenerate, but niggas started dumping outside my window. I rolled off my bed instantly, like. I ain't never had to do that shit. Like, bro, I wasn't even holding my computer. Bro. I was laying down on my computer, bro. I heard niggas dumping by the window, bro. I grabbed my computer, rolled off the bed, bro. One swoop motion. That shit was. Niggas in Discord like, bro, what's going on, bro? What is that, bro? What is that? I'm like, bro, I don't know.
Jack, do you live in a crack neighborhood or something? What's going on over there in Memphis, bro?
Bro, it used to be a good. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't like this shit is crazy.
You used to be able to take walks out there. That motherfuckers
I'm
shooting fireworks.
They
and shit
dumping out there?
the door.
That's crazy.
Nigga, that motherfucker sounded like a bazooka. Now I had to lay down. I'm like, I'm not trying to get hit with no strays. Fuck that.
Yeah, be safe out there, Jack, man. I don't know, man. Memphis out here sounding a little spooky, yo. Be safe, yo.
Damn,
out there,
definitely
man.
be safe.
Yeah, that's good, man. But besides Elden Ring, J Main, you play anything? Anything else?
Oh yeah, I went back to Kingdom Hearts 3 and I finally bought the fucking DLC for that game. So I'm running through that playing
actually, I have
that.
to play that again too, low key.
Yeah, I was itching to play it again for some reason. Like, I don't know. I just like that gameplay. So if anything else with that game, the gameplay is on point.
Yeah. Yo, Jack, what you been playing lately, you know, past this holiday and stuff? What you been
Ooh.
on any games, what you been on? I see you were streaming on River City Girls 2.
Absolutely. River City Girls 2 came out like 3 weeks ago. Dope game. If you play River City Girls 1, you will like this game. Actually, it dates back to the Kunio-kun series, which is depending on who you ask, this is like the first beat 'em up ever, right? Or the second, depending on who you ask. But historic franchise, it got like over 40 games in the series, but they rebooted it with River City Girls and they rebranded it or whatnot. Way forward. Arc system works. Great game, people. I cannot stress enough. And it got co-op online now. I can't stress enough. You got to check out the River City Girls, man. Definitely.
Did that just came out?
Yeah, it came out on the 15th of last month. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The first one came out in 2019.
Okay. Yeah,
Also,
I remember you liked that first one, so
fire. Also, I do got to give an honorary mention to the last game I beat, High on Life, man. That game is fuego, people. A lot of y'all been hating on that game. The game is heat. Don't do that.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. Because when I say it, I'm bought out. I'm bought out by Microsoft or something. But I'm told you that game was pretty dope, bro. That game was dope.
Now they did send me 3 months of Game Pass before I played this. So I might be compromised too. I might be compromised too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wait, you still, Jack? Have you paid for Game Pass yet? Like, has that happened? Or more than $1?
Nah.
You get to that like CD? Yo, don't you get that shit at like one of them key sites now, yo? Like Keymailer or some shit like that?
The most I ever paid for Game Pass was like $4.99, but Microsoft sent me the money. They sent me that money. Like when Mixer shut down, they sent me like $15-$20. I just bought Game Pass with that shit. But with my own money, I've never spent more than $1, and I've had that shit for like 3-4 years. Like
that's gonna change in 2023. The slate is looking fire for Game Pass, so you already know what time it is. Make sure you get that laptop ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Jiggy
yes,
top.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so I guess we could get to some of the topics, J Main. We do have some.
Yeah.
You were just speaking about Game Pass, though. We do have some news on some Xbox Game Studio games that are releasing this year. Um, there was rumors that Redfall was internally delayed because I don't know if you guys remember, the game was supposed to release at the top of the year, but
Right.
now we're hearing that the game has been internally delayed to May.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that? On Redfall?
Um, I mean, not really. With Redfall, like it was a game that I'm a check out. I'm a play. I'm not really interested in the whole co-op aspect of it, but I know that's like how they promoting the game. That's how they showcasing the game is, you work together with teammates and you have different characters that have different abilities. But I never find playing like these style of games co-op like it's fun with people, but I need to know if like I need to play this by myself to know if this is actually a good game
Yeah.
because everything is gonna be fun with your friends. Everybody joking, you got inside jokes, everybody laughing, just making silly shit. So I want to check this out by myself. I'm interested enough to check it out by myself. I thought it would be a little bit earlier in the year because this is actually one of the games that I wanted to check out. So to hear that it
Yeah.
was internally delayed, it got me worried. It got me worried, but because like what the fuck? What the fuck is coming from, Xbox until then. So
Yeah.
but other than that,
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it
for
out.
me personally, like you said, it's not a game that I'm particularly like excited for. Like I'm dying to play, but I think from what I've seen of it so far, I am interested enough to like give it a try.
Right.
I definitely gonna be picking this up. And I think it might be cool. Like I always get confused on what type of game it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like a Left 4 Dead type of shooter, or Back for Blood, or is it supposed to be actual like a straight up single player game? I know it's been described as a looter shooter at 1.2, you know what I'm saying? Like so,
Right.
I don't know why I just do not completely understand the vision here. Like, is this just like a single player game that you could just play co-op, I guess, all the way through, or is it open world? Like, I don't know if any
I
of this has
don't
been
think it's open
confirmed.
world.
Okay.
I don't think it's open world. I think it is more like linear. If
Okay.
anything, it just has like a big focus on co-op.
Co-op, so pretty much you could play with all your friends and throughout the whole thing. Jack, you don't really typically play first person shooter type of games, so I'm guessing Redfall is not one of the games you will be checking out on Game Pass.
I usually don't, but I mean, for content creation's sake, I might fuck with the Redfall. I ain't gonna hold you. And then, like you said, it's co-op. The story's gonna be ass in this game. Let's put it out there. We already know that. So it's got to make its impact with the gameplay. And so
gameplay,
far,
yeah.
the gameplay really hasn't amazed me. I've not been wowed by nothing I've seen with the game, to be honest. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see. It got a slight delay. I don't think it's too bad, May. These years are going by fast now, man. May gonna be,
Yeah, low key.
by the time
Yeah,
you
low
blink
key.
your eyes, bro, it's gonna be fucking May. It's gonna be like, what
Yeah.
happened, bro? But yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
waiting till
I'm
it
reading the
realize.
description real quick, and it does say it's open world.
So it is open world, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, like, I don't know, like, what this game is trying to be. Like, it's like, is it supposed to be like a Borderlands? Like, I've seen some people say, like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what this game's trying to
guess.
be, bro.
It's almost like a hero shooter because like every character is different, but it's like Borderlands in that aspect where the co-op and the open world aspect and
And I
the
heard that's
the
like a lot of guns.
aspect.
I heard that's like a whole lot
Yeah.
of guns too that you can,
Right.
Yeah.
one of them
Y'all
looter
like
shooters.
Border Y'all like
I
Borderlands?
don't.
Like that?
I don't.
No, me neither. Me
I
neither.
don't.
I never
That's what
really
I'm
got
saying.
into Borderlands. Like I played it on the Vita. I think I played Borderlands on the
Oh
Vita.
my
and that
god,
was,
bro!
That
oh
was
my
it.
god! I tried that
Yeah.
on the Vita. That shit was terrible, bro.
Yeah, the frame rate was that shit was woo, a fucking slideshow on that
That shit
motherfucker.
was fucking
It
terrible.
was bad.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
guess-
check it out.
Yeah, I just guess it's a wait and see approach, right? It might turn out to be a great game, and I
Right.
guess
This
we
this
just gotta
ain't
wait and
making
see.
nobody's most anticipated list. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just gonna be a
But it
be
might
a game that's
surprise,
gonna
dude.
be
It
there.
might surprise. You never know. It might surprise. It
hope
might
so.
be decent. Yeah, me too.
I hope so. I absolutely love this game. Like
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, so we also heard some news about Starfield.
Yeah. So
What was going on with
But-
that, Jimmy?
Bethesda pretty much came out and because after these the news came out about Redfall slipping to May, people immediately started panicking for Starfield because they like, God damn, like we ain't getting shit from Xbox till May. What does that mean for Starfield? Because both of these games are coming from Bethesda. So they're like, no way fucking Starfield is gonna make it. And that's that first 6 months of the year, because back at E3, somebody got an echo. But back in that first that E3, Microsoft said that all those games from that E3 would be coming out within the next 12 months. And so that will put Starfield within that first 6 months. So people thought, maybe it'll get pushed back because Redfall is getting pushed back. But Bethesda came out and reiterated that Starfield will release in the first half of 2023.
Okay.
Do you folks, do y'all believe that? Are y'all still holding out hope for Starfield, excuse me, to come out by June of this year?
I thought it was coming out in the fall this year. I didn't even know it was targeted the first. Like I didn't know it was targeted.
Yeah. So everything at E3 last year from Xbox and Bethesda
was
supposed to come out within 12 months. So that puts all the games to come out by June of this year.
But that shit got delayed though, right? Because it was supposed to come out in November, and then it got delayed.
Right.
So
11/11.
So it got I believe it got delayed. Let me see. Yeah, it got delayed to the first half of the year. So that's how it went.
Oh.
So
I think it's a possibility that it could possibly release in the first half, towards the end. Obviously the first quarter I don't see it. Maybe definitely the latest second quarter is going to come out, but okay, I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets one more delay. I wouldn't be shocked.
I hope it does. I hope it does.
I wouldn't be shocked if it gets one more delay at all.
Y'all looking forward to that?
You know what? Actually, I am. Like, even though, like, I see some things from watching the trailer that raises some red flags, because I know with these RPG shooters, typically the shooting mechanics aren't that great, and from what we've seen in Starfield, like at least with the snippet that we saw at E3 with the gameplay, that the shooting mechanics is extremely clunky.
Right.
Obviously, the frame rates were looking a little crazy, but we'll let that slide for now since it was an early, build or preview. We'll let that slide for now. But the shooting mechanics in general didn't look all that intuitive, and I get it. It's supposed to be an RP shooter, so enemies are most likely going to be like extremely like tanky and stuff like that. And it's going to focus on a lot of different things. I think what makes me more like excited for this game, or have some like sort of anticipation, is the RPG mechanics in terms of like how vast the world is, the types of customization that you can do in the game, like the player customization, the ship customization, and just the places that you can explore seems like it's going to be pretty big and vast. So I am actually looking forward to the game, but I really do hope it does get that polish up, that like pristine polish. And I don't know, a lot of people are expecting the game to be buggy because it's a Bethesda game, since they're kind of known for having like bugs and stuff.
It ain't
like
no
that.
expecting. It will be buggy.
But like, I really hope that's not the case, and that the bugs are to a minimum, because like, I don't think today I'm saying the bugs are charming in a Bethesda game. I don't think I'm saying that like the bugs are charming or
Is that
it makes the
Bethesda
experience.
charm?
No, I don't think I'm saying that. So I really do hope that they clean it up
God.
and that the game is not as buggy. Obviously there's bugs are going to happen, it's expected, but hopefully it's nothing too crazy that it's game breaking or anything like that. But honestly, they should take their time to really cook this up, because Xbox really needs and the Xbox Game Studio brand needs the next It game or the next Fire game, and it's been a while since they had that. And Starfield definitely has the potential to be that game. So hopefully they take their time to cook it. So if they delayed it one more time, I wouldn't be mad at it. To be honest, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, because this is supposed to be their outer space like Skyrim, and Skyrim. We all know what Skyrim did back in 2011, right? It was a huge game. So, like you, Kofi, I wouldn't be surprised if it had another delay. I actually hope it gets another delay, based on what we saw at that last showcase. Now, if Xbox ends up having like a showcase within the next few months,
we see it again, and
we see it, and if it looks good, then I'll be all right. But based on that last show, and the gameplay did not look good to me.
You remember that first showcase? Like the NPC's head was on backwards, all type of crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
like did y'all watch this before y'all put it out, bro? Like,
I remember that when people like did like the freeze frames for certain areas, you already seen bugs in it and shit like that, right? Like,
that was crazy.
I guess we gotta wait and see, man. But I'm sure the game is probably as ambitious as they claim it to be. It looks like it is. I guess this is the latest big RPG since Skyrim, right? So I'm sure it's gonna be dope. But they gotta fix the shooting because I'm looking at this gameplay right now on the feature display, and the shooting is just does not look good at all. The shooting does not look good. The way enemies react to bullets is just.
But I feel like you said, like that's how RPGs
PG shooters kind of are. Yeah, they kind of are. They kind of are like that. But I don't know
if they ever be able to fix something like that.
You know, Starfield, it's like it was made in dreams, bro. That's what I think. That's like. Come
on, Jack. Come on, Jack.
That shit like a passion project at this moment. I don't know, man.
All right, Jack. Oh, come on, Jack.
I ain't with it, bro. I ain't with it, bro. I don't know, man.
No, but like, honestly, like the RPG mechanics is probably going to be the highlight of it, and exploration, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a shit ton of things that you can do in this as well. And these type of games get like crazy ass support for years and years and years from the community and the developers. So, hey man, it might launch a little spooky, but it might turn out good a little bit later, yo. You already know how it goes, bro. But I'm looking forward to it. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I'm looking forward to it. If Xbox had if I say like a top 3 games that Xbox has showed, this is on the top 3 that I'm looking forward to playing though. It is.
I mean, do they have more than 3?
No, what's up with 2?
Come on. Hellblade 2. I want to play that.
Bro, where is that game at, bro?
I want to play Hellblade 2, and I want to play the new Forza Motorsport. Well, I'm into those type of games. So.
Oh, Forza, yeah.
Damn, they announced that shit 3 years ago? God damn.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't seen Hellblade. Like, the Game Awards would have been a perfect time to showcase that. I think we talked about it, even though I wanted a good gaming episode. So, like, it would have been a perfect time to showcase that. Like, that game gotta be about ready.
Close. Yeah, it gotta be close, man.
It gotta be. Like, how big is this game gonna be? I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless the scope got bigger, because they probably was working on it prior to being bought, and now that they have more funding and things of that nature, they could do more with it and increase the scope of it. So I mean, if it is taking long because it's bigger, shit, I'm all for it.
I'm not mad at it. Like, I really enjoyed Hellblade.
Me too.
But I think that pretty much the puzzles and just the overall gameplay loop and even just the combat in general is very simplistic, right? Like, in terms of what you can do. If they're creating this game where, like, okay, now you're gonna have like some sort of skill tree where you can unlock more combos, maybe different weapons. If they're taking it to that like kind of level, then all right, then I'm all with them taking their time with it. But it's kind of hard to gauge what the game's gonna be from what they showed, J-Main. Like, we literally just saw like a cinematic scene of some big ass colossal dude, right, and her just walking in front then walking back. Like, we didn't get to see anything besides that. So I was really hoping at the Game Awards, like, they would have pulled up with a new trailer so we could get at least a sense of how the game's gonna play versus the original game. You know what I mean? Like, have they improved on the combat aspect of it? But we'll see. We shall see, though. I'm looking forward to that. Forza and Starfield. Those are probably my top 3 Xbox Game Studio games that they've shown. J-Man, I did hear something about Fable. Something not too good. I don't know, but it is a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. Did you hear what I heard?
Yeah, I did. I did. So yeah, take this with the biggest grain of salt, because
it's a rumor.
It's coming from 4chan, so don't we know how we feel about 4chan.
Yeah,
so
it's a rumor.
The only reason why I even actually tweeted about this is because like people like Jazz Corden, who has been known to like leak stuff or have a little bit of inside source, said he wouldn't be surprised if the rumor was true. But he pretty much the rumor pretty much said that Fable has pretty much been rebooted in terms of development, and they're switching from the Forza Tech engine to Unreal.
Unreal 5, yeah.
Oh, no.
That is, if that rumor has any credence, that is crazy.
Haven't they been working on that game for like 10 years already, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that game ain't coming out anytime soon. If that is true, that game ain't coming out anytime soon, bro. Anytime soon.
Yeah.
Switch
Yeah,
engines,
like-
bro. To switch engines.
yeah, to switch whole engines, like I can understand if you're switching like directors or
Yeah,
a
this is
couple
different. Nah, this is
developers.
different.
To switch whole engines, like you gotta like pretty much scrap everything
Well,
that you
Black
did
Dragon
and
in the
start
chat
over.
says, wasn't the rumor debunked? If you guys have any more information, that's why I said take it with a grain of salt. We're not talking like it's facts or anything like that. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
If it's
No,
true,
there was
I
a
don't know if
few
it was-
people. What's
No
his name?
developers?
Alex Battaglia. No, I didn't see no developers debunk it, but like Alex Battaglia, I think he said he doesn't
From
believe
Digital
it's
Foundry?
true. He said,
He don't know what the fuck he. Hey,
"Hold on,
man,
Jack.
come on,
That's
man.
El Fudasan. Like you know that little outro shit he be doing.
Oh
Like, you know,
my
like,
God.
I don't know what the
Oh
fuck
my
you
God.
talking about, man.
I think another guy from GI Biz Industry, the dude that be talking about sales for the UK, he also
Yeah.
said that
That's not true?
It's not true as well. So
Okay, so it's still using the Forza Tech engine
right.
to our knowledge.
So as to our knowledge, it's still using the Forza Tech engine. A few people also linked me to a couple LinkedIn profiles and accounts that showed that like some of the developers were or the studio was hiring for people to work on the game using Forza Tech like 3
Okay,
months prior. Like so like the rumor was that the game was restarted like last August or some shit like that, but then it shows that they were hiring like last September for Forza Tech people to work on the game using Forza Tech. So, you know, that wouldn't line up if they restarted the whole
Yeah,
game
so
on
it might-
another
it might-
engine.
it might be
They
some
wouldn't be
bullshit.
hiring for
Yeah.
people to use Forza
But it would
Tech.
have been nice
So,
if the people at Playground or they tweeted out like, no, development at Fable is going quite fine, and if they just tweeted something simple like that, then I'm pretty sure people wouldn't.
Did they even confirm the game was coming out? They did, right?
yeah, it
not
was a whole
this year.
teaser trailer.
Well, not
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year,
with the
though.
frog and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Okay,
Teaser
okay.
trailer.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But we haven't seen shit since, and that was
Yeah.
what 2020, I think that was.
You see, I want to see. Look, when it comes to Playground and what they have created with the Forza Horizon series is magical. They've been the most consistent developers at Xbox Game Studios in terms of quality with their games, critically acclaimed, and overall fan support. Like people love those games. So I'm really curious to see how they shift from making an open world racer into a role playing game, because it's a drastic
That's
change,
tough.
right? Because now you got to consider story. You got to consider like the whole combat and stuff like that. And
Quest.
I'm sure, yeah, exactly. I'm sure developers have done this before and shifted gears. We've seen Respawn make first person shooters, right? And they made Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is a third person action adventure game. And they kind of bodied that. You know what I'm saying? So it can be done. And I will say that Playground has been consistent, at least when it comes to the Forza game. So I'm hoping that they could take over this franchise and bring it back to its glory days with Fable 1 and 2 with this new one. But
I'd be really impressed if this game is good because
I'll be very, very
because
impressed,
I
too.
think like you made a good point. Like we've seen studios do the jump where you said with Respawn, even with Guerrilla Games with Killzone to Horizon. But I think from a racing game to a whole open world RPG,
Have we
like
seen that before?
I don't think we've ever seen nothing like
maybe.
that.
I don't-
because
maybe.
even Horizon might be open world, but that's an action adventure game with light RPG elements. That's not an R. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't give a fuck what the description say. That's not an R. That's Jack. That's not an RPG like Fable is. It's not, bro. It's not.
not like Fable. No.
like when I
There's
like,
levels to it. There's levels to it.
It's definitely level.
There's levels to
I
the
consider
RPG.
that like a light RPG, but
Yeah.
if they
I would
want to
agree
make
with
it
you.
like an RPG, like a deep RPG, if that's what they want to call it, that jump from just a racing game to this that's huge, dog. That's huge. So I'll be really impressed if this turns out to be a banger, and I hope it is. I hope they do knock the fuck out the park.
Yeah.
Because that Forza Tech engine is nice.
I played the first two games. I didn't finish Fable 3, but I finished the first two games, and those are some really, really good games and really cool player choices as well. So I'm really curious to see where they're going to take us with this one. And Jamie, we're not probably playing this game anytime soon. Give us a release year. Give us a release year.
Well,
I'm actually curious.
The rumor said 2024, but I doubt it.
Next year?
Yeah, the rumor said 2024. If they didn't switch engines, then I could see next year. But if any credence to the rumor, then 2025 the earliest.
Jack, when do you
So let
think
me.
this Fable is gonna come out?
I'm gonna say 2026. Let me ask y'all a question though.
Jesus.
Let me ask you a question though. So even if the engine rumor isn't true, let me ask you: if you think the engine rumor ain't true, you don't think none of it's true, or do you think like some of it might be true, or like?
You know what? I would say that if it came from a different source, I'm more likely to believe it, just because it's 4chan. That we gotta take it with even a different type
Oh
of.
yeah, them
You
dudes
know what I
weird
mean?
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, them dudes weird.
those dudes definitely be getting shit wrong left and right. If it came from any other source, I'll probably take it a little bit more serious. But I think it was just interesting to bring it up, bring up the conversation, because it was a thing people were discussing and people were trying to figure out a timeline when the game is gonna release. But you're saying 2026, Jack?
I mean, I'm just like counting in any like development hiccups they might have, or if any other rumor might be slightly true type shit. That's how I'm looking at it. But if all that is false, then I think 2024 is a nice guess.
Okay.
I don't know though, man.
I think I'm with J Main though. I'm gonna say 2025.
Are you saying 2025?
Yeah, I don't think this game comes out next year. And I think if the game comes out in 2024, Jack, that means we would have to see it this year at some point.
Yes.
Is that
yes.
not true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that has to be in like a big state. No, even if we see it this year, it has to be in a pretty big state then. Or a good gameplay demo if it's coming out the following year. So if we go a whole year without seeing Fable, the game is not coming out in 2024. I'm just telling y'all that right now.
That's based on what though? Because hold on, you like Playground Games as a developer, right?
I do.
You feel confident in them. I guess that. Yeah, I guess you.
Why you're
make
trying
sense.
to say?
Because I'm just saying like something like Spider-Man. Like we haven't seen shit about that, and they still are confirming that that's coming out this year. But I guess
the state of play coming soon, bro. You know it's obvious. The state of play coming.
I know, but I've been saying that for a half. Come on, man.
Nah, bro, it's obvious, yo. The state of play coming
since
soon.
the beginning of 2022, though. Kofi, what we doing?
I don't know why y'all.
I'm just saying,
we PlayStation guys are so restless, yo. That state of play is coming out soon, bro.
I know. I guess Insomniac has more clout and confidence than we have than Playground. And something like this, because it's a big drastic change for Playground, and you know what I'm saying, for them to be like, you know, so quiet on it versus Insomniac with Spider-Man.
Because you know what? PlayStation has given themselves like a platform where they could come out and announce things like kind of at random now when it's ready to cook up. So we don't gotta wait like until E3. We don't gotta wait until E3. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't gotta wait till E3 like Xbox. Xbox man gotta wait till E3 or Gamescom or something to hear anything.
Well, they got inside. What's it called? Inside
bro, when's the
Xbox?
last time they did an inside Xbox, bro? When's the last time they did that shit, bro?
I think they did 2 on 1 day one time, and nobody said shit about them. Like,
bro,
I
they
didn't
haven't
even
done
know
an
that
inside
was going
Xbox in forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
PlayStation
has these
Kofi, I don't like the way PlayStation is moving with the way they've been quiet about shit. I don't like that shit.
They have announced so much things already.
I don't like that shit.
Doing this. Nah, so much things already, bro.
Nah, listen, I got a not a strict, but I got a timeline the way things should be announced, shown, and released. And they not doing it right. They not.
We don't know that. We don't know their next first party game. We don't like.
Yeah, their first party game is what is. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
We don't know. Like we don't fucking know.
We looking real Xboxes.
But if I were but take this in. If I were to actually make some sort of educated guess about PlayStation and mark this down, this year won't be a first party heavy year for PlayStation. I think it's gonna be a heavy third party year for PlayStation. Third party exclusives and timed exclusives for PlayStation with maybe 1 or 2 huge single player games, like Spider-Man being one of them, and they probably might got one more in the tuck. You know,
hold on, Kofi. I gotta call you out, Kofi.
All right,
you ain't really hop off the porch with that statement, brother. I mean, they ain't show like Jamie. They ain't show shit.
Oh my god!
I don't think they got no games neither, man. I agree with you. Good job, man. Listen, what's going on?
No, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if we're looking at development cycles, and we already know when they drop Ghost. We already know their game ain't ready anytime soon.
Yeah, it's a ways off.
A lot of their developers have dropped a game like a year or 2 ago. So for them to have a crazy stacked first party
Naughty
year.
Dog need to bring out a game this year. Naughty Dog need to bring out a game this year.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think they are either. I don't think they are either.
I think Factions should drop this year. I think that is Spider-Man. I think that
Big.
is Spider-Man paired with the multiplex that they got coming this year. I think that's not a bad year for PlayStation though.
Factions ain't coming out this year, man.
You don't think so?
Bro, they brought out a picture. They brought out a picture, bro.
Hell no.
Yeah, I guess we could segue into that real quick, because Neil did, all this whole Last of Us shit's going on with the TV show. So we did get some news about them saying that we will hear more about the multiplayer this year, J-Main.
Right.
And yeah, so what's your thoughts on that? You're still saying that this multiplayer doesn't come out this year?
I've been riding the 20. Actually, I've been riding the every year. Every year it's coming out.
When was it
train.
announced? When was it announced?
What?
Last year.
2020? Jack. Technically, it was announced in 2020 when Last of Us Part 2 came out. Because they
alluded to it.
Right, they came out with the statement that said like multiplayer is going to be more ambitious. So they didn't include it in the Part 2, and they pretty much making it something else. And then they show concept art. Was that last year?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year. And then this year, top of the year, they dropped some more concept art. And for that to be the first thing that they show for the multiplayer, it just doesn't give me good vibes that this shit is coming out this year, because you already showed concept art. You know what I'm saying? We already got an idea what the concept is, conceptually what this game is supposed to be. Neil talked about it. Like that for when Neil talked about it last year, he was like, we got more to show you next year. And for the first time for you to talk about it, that next year is some more concept art. It doesn't leave a good feeling in my stomach. It doesn't. Like it doesn't leave a good feeling in my stomach that's coming out this year.
This year is gonna be trash for PlayStation, pretty much.
First party wise,
absolutely.
I think it's gonna be very light, very light.
Unless you include like VR and shit like that.
Yeah.
I guess
I know they have a big VR launch next year. I mean, next month.
Are they should come out next month?
Even VR,
know.
I was hoping to see a new Astro game. Like I want, But for Last of Us Factions 2, like. Nah, man. I'm officially off that train that is coming out this year. I can't.
What do y'all think about? I know we talked about this the last podcast, but if Death Stranding 2, if it doesn't come out this year, it's next year for sure, probably then. All right.
Yes.
The game came out in 2019, right? 3 years sounds about right. Which they already did a lot of the groundwork,
right,
with the first one. So I wouldn't be too shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Death Stranding 2 came out this year or next year.
I could see Death Stranding 2 coming out even this year.
Man.
Like the end of this year, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be a decent year for PlayStation, man. I think it's gonna be a decent year for PlayStation. I know y'all so negative on this, bro.
They're gonna have, like you said, they're gonna have maybe have a decent amount of quote unquote exclusive content. But as far as their first party, the reason that I personally became a fan and a consumer. They looking a little white right now, Kofi. We gotta be honest.
But Jack, let's keep it honest, yo. You've been kind of a deranged PlayStation fan ever since the PC ports, bro. You know what I mean? So
it's not, sir. I'll have you know, there's nothing deranged about me, sir. Y'all call me crazy for all them years, and now good brother J-Main sounded like an old Jack move. He even looking like me a little bit. I see your titties poking out. He looking like me too. This shit is crazy. Get a bigger shirt, man. What we doing over there? Nah, I'm just hey, man, shit.
Yes, sir.
Fuck you.
That's muscle, man. That's a peck, man. Don't worry about it. That's a peck right there.
I guess we gotta wait and see if this Last of Us should drop this year or not. But we will hear news about it. And since we're on the topic of The Last of Us, that TV show. Did you guys hear that it has the budget of like the first couple of seasons of like Game of Thrones or something? Like, Jack, are you hyped for this, sir? Are you
absolutely not? I would be hyped if the little girl that had a twin tower size forehead, man. The shit is like,
the casting is kind of bugging me. Like Ellie's casting more so than Joel's. Ellie's casting is kind of bothering me.
But she's the most important character. She's the most important character, bro. You have to with shit like that, bro. Like circuit, like when they did the Cowboy Bebop show, right? And it's probably some of the most important casting because their character got such a personality. So much is based around it. So like when they fuck that up, it's like, bro, you messing up everything, bro. Like Ellie, I'm not feeling it, bro.
For some reason, like she looks out of place. And
facts.
For a show with such a high, budget and for production, I don't know. Some of them scenes look a little cheap, Jack. Is it me or is it like some of them scenes look a little cheap?
You know what's funny? My sister she know I like The Last of Us. She know about The Last of Us a little bit, but she was mentioning it to me the other day, and she was like, "Why that show looks so like gritty and like?" She was like low key alluding to the shit looking like motherfucker like I filmed it. I'm like, so a lot of people are noticing this shit, bro. It do got that look to it.
It got a look
like an amateur film type shit.
Like a little cheap.
Some of them behind the scenes sets and shit. I was like, what the fuck? I think somebody on Twitter was like, it looked like a play set. I was like,
it do.
Like I can Broadway play set. I'm like, damn, also, they ain't wrong.
And also, we did get news that season 2 is gonna cover The Last of Us Part 2.
That surprised me. That I'm not gonna lie, because I thought that they would want the show to last a few seasons. But it seems like they're covering the whole first game in the first season. And if season 2 would cover the second game, then that'll be it for the show. Like I thought the plan was to get into this like movie TV show thing and make it long while.
You see, that's what I'm curious in and out too. Okay, so take this in, J-Main. How about let's just say The Last of Us drops on HBO and it's an actual hit. Like, it's a miracle. It's a hit. People fucking love it. So after you covered, the first game in season 1, season 2, the second game, like usually, how capitalism goes. Like, yo, we gotta pump out more of this. This is making us, Sony's gonna be like, this is making us a shit ton of money. We gotta make another season somehow. So are they gonna just, I guess, do original stories after that? I guess that's a possibility, right? Like. For each season, if it turns out that way, like if the show's like a huge
the third game might be out by then if we think about it though.
That's a possibility too, because he did they did say that there's more story to tell with The Last of Us Part 3, and I think that's pretty obvious that they're cooking up that game. That game's definitely coming out.
I think Neil already confirmed that they did the outline already for it, but in terms of like it being in development, I guess they probably waiting to see like how the reception is for the show. If the show is a hit, then they gonna put that motherfucker in the overdrive for Part 3, to make sure that they capitalize on the game and then the show as well for like a third season. But I think that's where they're going wrong, because Last of Us is not just a game about Joel and Ellie. I swear, like they could make this more than just about them. There's a lot of stories to tell, that a lot of people to cover, and even other characters, like they could go in depth with more. Like I thought, because to know that the first season is covering the whole first game, like that doesn't leave a lot to like expand to me, in my opinion. Like they seem like they want to make a big emphasis on Bill and his lover, but if it's only 10 episodes in the first season, like how could you get in depth with that within 10 episodes?
Do we have runtime? Do we have runtime confirmation?
Like 50 minutes per episode, except for the first one. The first one is like 85 minutes.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think they should have rethought that process.
Yeah. I guess you know what I think would be cool. We'll try and watch it, if not doing live reaction, but we'll try and watch the show and we'll report back, J-Main, with the people.
Yeah, definitely.
What we think. I'm just hoping it's better than whatever Halo Paramount show, because that shit was buns. That shit was buns, bro.
I watched that first season. That shit was terrible.
That shit was buns, bro.
This looks better as of the previews and stuff like that, but you never know when shit actually plays out.
Let me ask y'all another question about a video game TV show. Did y'all watch the first season of the Shenmue anime? Did y'all watch that?
No, I didn't.
Shit, I feel like that shit is out. That shit out.
Bro, it already got canceled. I'm telling you. Bro, this is what's crazy though, Kofi. The first season
was too. I bet you was fire. I bet you was fire. I bet you it was.
It was crazy. They covered the whole first 2 games in the first season.
I bet you it was because you know what? I
The
watched
shit-
that
the shit
Tekken,
heat.
I watched
It's
that
heat.
Tekken Bloodlines on Netflix, and that shit was heat too. Have y'all watched that?
No, I didn't
No.
watch that.
Nah, y'all check that out, bro. Tekken Bloodlines. That shit was heat on Netflix too. So I don't even doubt you. Where's the Shenmue? Where can I watch the Shenmue, Jack?
It should
Is
be
that
on
Netflix?
Crunchyroll. It should
Oh, it's
be.
a it's a
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Don't that suck
Okay.
though, bro? They canceled it, man.
Bro, that's the thing with like some of the shows. Like you fall in love with these series. They go through a season, then the shit gets fucking canceled. Then like you're kind of stuck. There's a couple of shows that Netflix did that to me, and I'm kind of like burnt from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
swear,
I
bro.
can't
They
even lie,
doing
yo.
that.
Don't judge a brother, but that Good Girls was type heat, bro. You
What
know
the fuck?
I mean?
Good Girls, you said?
The soccer moms that end up robbing a
I
supermarket.
think I seen something
Supermarket?
about that. I think I seen something about that.
And it turns out it was like it was a place where people were laundering money. So they got in with some bad people. Yo, that show is fire,
Oh, shit.
bro. That show is fire. I'm so sad that shit got canceled, bro.
They canceling the good shows, bro. I hate
Why all
that
the
shit,
good shows
bro.
being getting canceled, bro? It gotta be tight, bro.
Wait,
That Good Girls is fire.
that show's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, so I don't think it's a Netflix original, but it is on Netflix though. I think it's actually still worth the watch though, J-Main. Even though after the cancellation, I still think it's worth the watch.
I know it ended on a cliffhanger. That'll piss me off.
Yeah, it does.
See,
Netflix love canceling them shows, boy.
Yeah, bro. Should have stopped.
You know what?
Our-
You know what? A PlayStation TV series is gonna be on Netflix, right?
Oh yeah.
and the Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's what they said.
What time you think that's gonna turn out, man?
That's what they said.
No, Horizon is on. Is gonna be Netflix. They partnered together for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't see that lasting long.
Yo, all I know is that show's going to be shit, bro. Mark it down, bro. Mark it down. That show's going to be shit, bro.
It might be. It might be. Is it live
Mark it
action?
down, bro.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's gonna be live action.
Oh my god.
That show's going to be
You
shit.
know
Mark
what?
it down,
You
bro.
know what would be crazy if that live action like Aloy is better than the actual game Aloy.
You know that's gonna happen,
That shit
bro.
might happen. That might happen.
I don't think they pass. They might replace old girl, man. I don't think they above that, bro.
Yeah, the thing, like, it could be Horizon themed, but it probably won't have to do with Aloy. That's a possibility, right? Like, that's what you're saying, Jack?
Yeah, the next Horizon game is not about Aloy. See what I'm saying? Like I feel like
the game.
Oh, the VR game you talk about.
no, I'm saying the show, the move, like the game. I feel like they not as attached to Aloy as we think they are, right? And if you notice online, the biggest complaint about Horizon is Aloy. Like people just don't fuck with the character. Like
I honestly
So
really think that's like a main reason why I can't get jiggy with the game. Really, like maybe because it's a game that's so focused on, you know, the story elements and the story arcs, but these just talking with these characters sometimes they just be putting me to sleep. I tried to finish Horizon Forbidden West over the holiday before I got into this age of shit, but I only could play the game in fucking increments. Like I just play a bit, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna get back to this.
I can't believe that though, right? The game is heat, bro. I don't know.
Yo, I really do think is maybe for a game that's so narrative driven that y'all gonna need some better characters for me to really stick with this. Like the gameplay, I get it, it's cool, it's fun. I'm having fun with it. I think you guys like the gameplay probably more than me, but I think if the character was cool as someone like a Kratos or like one of them cool, like a badass character or a cool character, I think I get more jiggy with it. But I think just because it's just boring, bro. I just hate hearing these guys talk. I'd be tuning out during dialogues and stuff like that. I'm like, holy, bro, I can't do this. I only can play this game in increments, yo.
She gotta have at least one more game, Aloy. But after that,
Yeah.
they might try to do the little. It's like the Last of Us. It's a universe, right? Like she got
so they can
friends
branch
that
out.
she hunt with. Yeah, they could do.
I think. Oh no, I'm reading here. The show is actually going to switch between Aloy and like the past too. So it ain't even going to be all
she gonna be a
about
little
her.
kid, bro.
No,
What
not
you talking about?
not,
You talking
not
about
her in the
but
past,
the
but
future, like the past civilization that used to be on Earth.
yeah,
That's
like
what you're talking
before.
about? Okay.
Yeah, before.
Oh, that
like,
might be
the
interesting.
apocalypse and shit
Okay,
like that.
okay.
The funny thing is, since we're on the topic of Horizon, I actually think the premise and everything is actually dope. Like real talk, like the whole robot.
It really
thing,
is.
The whole like her DNA has been passed on, and it's like obviously she's been birthed. All these people on Earth right now are not all of them are like natural born type of shit. Like I think like the whole premise of the show is of the game is dope. Even finding out, okay, spoiler alert. The the niggas in the space colonies and shit, are still alive. Like, I think the story, like those story tropes are actually pretty fucking cool, right? But just something about the game that is missing. Like, I feel like it's missing that soul, bro. Like, it's something about that game is missing something for me that is just not clicking the way I guess it's clicking for y'all that y'all love it. But honestly, I'm gonna call y'all out right now. I think it's the graphics really that got y'all in the chokehold, J man. I think it's the graphics.
I like the gameplay.
I think the graphics got y'all in the chokehold, bro. I think so.
It's definitely it's the game
because it is beautiful.
It's the robot, the machine gameplay for me. I think the human game combat is actually trash.
It's not good. They improved it a little bit, but it's still not.
They did. It's still nah. But it's the robot shit for me. It's the world itself. I found the world itself interesting. It's the robots. I like the story too. It's like the way the story went in the sequel.
I think it could be executed better from what I've been playing.
You know what I think would make the game better for a lot of people? What? It should be linear. They should take out all these fucking fake ass options that you can do.
Low key, Jack.
No matter what she said in the exact same tone. It's like you didn't like. They should just make it a linear game. They tell the story they want to tell. You know, they don't give you all these fake ass options. I think people would like it more.
Low key. You ain't telling no lies. I think that would help. You know what I actually think? Hey man, some people think I'm capping, but low key that multiplayer Horizon sounded a lot more interesting than fucking the single player.
Oh, I think that I'm definitely fucking with that.
As an option. Not a mainline game.
You know what? As a spin-off game, Jack. I mean, like that sounds.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with that.
You know what I mean? I feel like if that done right, that could actually be some cool shit. That I feel like for characters that are so uninteresting, you might as well let me create my own character at this point. And let me just shoot some fucking robots with my boy. I think that would be fun.
Originally, the first game was a co-op game. That's how they were developing it, but they changed their mind.
Yeah. You know, it seems like PlayStation really loves that franchise, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of it. We're getting TV shows.
I mean, the shit sold
MMO, so
shit sold 20 million. I mean, with bundles or not, it did well.
A lot of copies out. A lot of copies of it out. You ain't telling no lies.
PlayStation love them little 3 or 4 games, man. They just gonna keep remaking them over and over again, man. They done making new shit.
Oh man. CES happened and PlayStation had a little bit of a presence there.
Yes.
Jack, I think they designed a controller just for you. You want to talk about
it? Me, okay. You talking about the Leonardo?
Project Jack move, yeah.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, the Leonardo controller, man, I believe it's for accessibility, correct?
Yes, sir.
So all gamers can play all games. Hey, man, awesome.
Jack, you hate that, don't you? Don't you hate that, bro?
I hate able-bodied people taking advantage of accessibility options. Now, if you got fucking, Dr. Zoidberg hands and you only got 2 fingers, yeah, of course you're gonna need some. I might need one of them motherfuckers in the future. I'm not gonna knock it too much now, but hey, I'm not mad. I'm never mad at a disabled person that truly needs it. I would never, ridicule them.
That's a fact. I'm glad PlayStation did this. You know what I mean? They've been going extremely crazy with their accessibility in the games, right? The Last of Us, God of War recently.
Yeah,
they've been going crazy.
All the games,
and I feel like this is the next step for them, to actually have one of these controllers. Xbox, shout out to them too, right? They came out and made that controller to help disable people play games. Adaptive controller. Now PlayStation is also creating their own controller for their platform, and I think that's good. I think this is good. That more people can play games. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's good.
Yeah, I love seeing shit like this because I don't know, like every other day I be thinking like, yo, what the fuck happens if I lose my hands? Like, I won't be able to game and shit no more. Like, I be on TikTok sometimes. I see this one dude be live streaming on TikTok. He be using his mouth to fucking live stream
that's fucking crazy.
Warzone on call. I'm like, yo, that shit, like that first of all, that's incredible to see, but I'm just like, that would be depressing as hell if something like that happened to me, especially if I've been able to use my hands for 30 years out of my life. So just seeing shit like that, like I'm happy more people get to play. And in the future, if I ever was to lose some shit, I can't use my hands.
Hobby,
right? I can still play.
Can we be real with J-Man real quick, Kofi?
What's up? What's up, Jack?
Oh,
J man,
shit,
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If you lost your hands, bro, we probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference with your guy. Look at you ass. Like that's some true.
Low key, bro. Low key, bro. The funny thing, Jack, is that controller won't get no use because he don't play no games, bro. What's the difference?
Oh my fucking God. Here we go. Here we go.
Lose my fingers.
See?
You play no fucking games.
You don't play no fucking games anyways, yo. Who cares, yo? You ain't gonna play no games anyways. So, like, what are you talking about?
Hey, this is crazy, bro.
Y'all ain't shit, dog. That's fucked up. I'm over here having a real moment and shit like that. Like I just told you, mentally, I'll be thinking about shit like this, and y'all gonna make it a fucking joke.
My bad, bro. My bad.
We apologize. My
bad, brother.
We apologize.
Oh, up, dog.
But the controller, man, I'm glad that PlayStation did one of these. You know, it's cool for the people that use it. You know, shout out to all the. I don't know if there's anyone disabled watching this video, but shout out to all the disabled gamers out there, yo. Appreciate y'all. All right, so moving on at CES, we also got some confirmation. We got some new numbers on how many PlayStation 5 consoles has sold, J-Man. And what is that number, sir? What is that number?
My boy Lion Ryan got up on stage. Fresh haircut too. Head still fat, but he had announced that PlayStation 5 has surpassed 30 million units sold, and pretty much also confirming that the shortage is over. Everyone who wants a PlayStation 5 should be able to easily find one at retailers these days. I mean, so I guess that means if you know, soon you'll be able to walk in the store and pick one up. I think in terms of buying one, you could for a while. Like if you really wanted one,
you really wanted
one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think he meant like more like walking in the store and seeing, and seeing it there. I think you know, that should be better. I think he said also that December was the best month so far for PlayStation 5 sales. So they really did a lot of numbers over the holiday.
Jack, you know what I'm waiting for. You know what I'm gonna say. Come on, you can read my mind. We podcast for so long. At this point, you can read my mind right now. What am I?
Something about PC.
So what am I thinking, Jack? You're on the red lines. What am I thinking?
Are you gonna say?
I'm gonna need an impression. I'm gonna need an impression. No, do it.
All right. Let me see.
Impression too.
All right. Let me see. Jack, sir. You said that You said that PlayStation games coming to PC, man, would alter the sales pattern. Some shit like that, Kofi. Is that what you're gonna do, bro?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say, Jack.
Man, fuck you. No, but you know what though? I'm gonna say this though, Kofi. I'm gonna say this. I feel like, you know, PlayStation 5 kind of had that original Wii aura about it, right? You know, people want what they can't have, right? Like I want to fuck Ice Spice, but I can't have it. But this is what I'm saying. So now it's really available. How's it really going? We gotta wait and see. I want to see how it sells now. I do.
Yo, I'm telling you, Jack, it gonna be no difference, bro. I'm telling you.
We gonna see, dog. We gonna see, dog.
I really believe there's just like a huge market just for console gaming, bro. Still, like there's just like huge market for gaming like this, yo. So I don't think that shit's going away anytime soon. Doesn't matter what exclusives PlayStation puts on PC at this point. I think the PlayStation is still going to be a success, and we're seeing that with these great sales numbers. They already hit 30 million. You know what I mean? Word around town is Xbox is doing pretty good too, but not as good as PlayStation. But they're doing decent.
What town you been living in?
Yeah, I mean,
what town you from, nigga?
You know what I mean? Yo, Jack, I took a trip to Tim Dog's page, and you know what I mean? I seen some shit. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'll get my information over there, sir.
It's lit over there, huh? Yeah, huh? Nah, but like Jack, like the whole PC shit, like you made a point back in the PSP days that like PC gaming is been getting bigger, but also console gaming is getting bigger too. So I don't think you'll ever see a decline because both markets are continuously growing. So even if more people are going to adapt to PC because PlayStation games are eventually going to go over there, it's more console gamers coming in as gaming gets bigger. So it'll be alright. It'll be alright overall.
You see, you know what? It's been a nice transition, J-Main, watching the PlayStation fans change. They changed right before our eyes. Oh my God.
I hated it, bro. I hated it.
It's like children.
All changed right before our eyes, yo. first back around when the Death Stranding times, and before we didn't know if that was coming out of PC, people weren't sure about that. Before then, is PlayStation will never do this, only on PlayStation.
I remember that. I
You know
remember
what I mean?
that.
A lot
I
of people
remember
were
that.
on that type of time, right? But guess what, Jack? They trickled their games on the PC platform to the point where now PlayStation gamers do not care. Now, I guess the new narrative is as long as it's not day one, I guess that's how they cope with.
And that's getting smaller too.
I'm
and
still
the gap,
on that.
and I'm thinking the gap.
It's
Damon,
getting
actually,
smaller.
Jack. You remember I used to say that I used to piss you off, Jack? The gap is closing. The gap is closing.
Hey, I'm
You
still
know
on your
what
ass.
Jack said?
I'm still standing on that, man. Fuck PlayStation. I'm still standing on that. That's what you don't know.
No, but hey, Jack, you were supposed to quit gaming altogether if we're keeping it honest here when the Horizon
Man,
dropped
listen,
on PC. You know what I mean? You were supposed to quit gaming, period,
Listen,
right?
I dabbled with the idea. Have you seen the current state of game? And I wouldn't be missing much if we being honest. Shit.
Nah, look, you can't, bro.
Nah,
You
don't do
can't.
that. 2023 about to be a fire.
Yeah,
They said that last year, brother. They said that last year, brother.
Yeah,
We
bro,
gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah. But it's a lot has changed, and they trickled so much games onto the PC platform to the point that the fans are just kind of over. I think at this point it's kind of
And y'all not buying and playing them games either, so it's cool, man.
Well, I heard that they won all like the Steam Awards or some shit like that.
Yeah, they won the awards, but y'all ain't buying and playing and supporting the games.
I don't know if that's true because I'm pretty sure if I go on the Steam top selling charts right now, global charts, I'm gonna find some PlayStation exclusives in top 15,
but I'm saying shit like
15.
Uncharted didn't sell. What was the other last?
You know what? Yeah, I think the PC market and the PC gamers have a specific type of games that they enjoy more than others. And I think those type of console-centric games, which granted the game did come out in 2016, let's be fair, and PC gamers, I'm pretty sure there's a large amount of them that haven't played the game, but there's probably some people that have already played the game because Uncharted went to go and sell over I think it did over like 15 million copies, right? So
20 million.
Yeah, it's over 20
million, right? Over 20 million copies.
Yeah.
So,
Let me ask you a
that's a lot
question.
of people have played that. If you're interested in playing Uncharted, you probably already played it. But I think with the newer releases, the games that come like maybe a year after, you're gonna see a lot more sales with those type of games. And the ones that cater to the crowd more, like a Demon's Souls, like a Returnal. I think I'm standing by that, Jack. Returnal's gonna do well on PC.
Let me ask you a question. Do we know the price of Returnal on PC?
I think that's a factor too. I think that's a factor too. If it's a full price, that's a little crazy.
If it's over 30,
it's not gonna be 70. It's not gonna be 70.
If it's over $30, it's fucking flopping, bro. If it's over 30, it's flopping.
Nah. I think it could get away for 59. I think they could get away for 59. I think so.
Nah, dog.
You couldn't get away with 59 on PlayStation.
No,
man.
That shit gotta be like $50 max.
Yo,
bro.
but I
That shit
think
gotta be
PC
$50
gamers
max.
actually will gravitate towards a game like that, though.
Bro,
Like
PlayStation gamers didn't gravitate towards it, bro.
Because
Bro, we was arguing about $70 for that game on PlayStation. Like that shit, no, it can't be.
Returnal didn't even sell a million
You don't
copies.
think so?
It never sold a million copies.
No.
bro.
So you're telling me if it dropped 59, that's just DOA on PC?
DOA.
I disagree with that. I disagree.
DOA. It'll be 2 years old pretty much by the time if it come out this year on PC. Nah, dog.
Bro,
You know
nah.
what? I will say
$49.99 tops.
PlayStation has been fucking up the PC pricing. Like, there's no way Sackboy should cost full retail price. Like, why did that game cost full retail price on PC?
Yeah,
that's nutty. Like, they've definitely been wilding. They need to make look. If you're making us wait, at least the PC players wait like a year or 2 years to play these games, they gotta reflect in price. They at least gotta be $20.
Oh yeah, Sackboy another flop. Yeah, Sackboy another flop.
Yeah, but come on, like Sackboy flopped on console too, bro. It flopped on console.
And Returnal flopped on console too. We're not talking about that.
But I think it's gonna do well on PC. Mark it down, bro. I think
You think it's gonna do over 500,000?
Because I feel like I think so. I don't know. I don't know how.
I don't know how we would tell.
I don't know how we're gonna find this out, but I think it's gonna have a successful launch on PC though. I really do.
I'm saying less than 500,000, man.
Damn.
You saying less than 500,000? I think.
At launch, hell yeah.
You know what's the difference though? I think Returnal has really good word of mouth over the years that it's been out or the months that it's been out. I think the word of mouth for that game has only made the game more like stronger and appealing to people. That's what I think.
And it's a roguelike too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an amazing game. Definitely.
I think that people now today know that that's a good game. Like, yo, this shit is actually something that you should check out. Versus at launch, the shit was kind of iffy. Like people didn't know if they're into it. But I think people know now that like the shit is fire, bro. You know what I mean? Like the word of mouth is really high for that game. So that's just my take on it, though.
I hope the shit flop personally.
Yo, so 30 million sold. PlayStation is still doing big numbers. Big numbers. Congrats to Sony for that, man. And they're gonna continue to do well. You know what? What I will say, I'm surprised that they didn't unveil that external detachable disc drive. PlayStation. I was kind of expecting that.
I thought they was gonna reveal that too.
Yeah, I was
So y'all think it's real or it's been confirmed?
I think it's real. I think it's real.
I do think it's real. But I think they want to see how, not want to see, but I think now that they got the production all right with the PS5, I think they're going to push those out, and then maybe at some point, maybe halfway through the year or closer to the end of the year, they'll announce some shit like that.
Yeah, that would have been in poor taste. They just not getting the other ones in stock, and they announce a new one. Like,
right.
You know, I got a question for y'all about this new model. Do you guys think it's a slim variation? Or you think it's literally the digital console, or you think it's the digital console with just an external drive that like you could plug in via USB-C? Like, what do you think?
I think it's slimmer.
I do think it's slimmer too.
Yeah, I'm thinking that like if they're gonna release something like this, it's gonna be smaller. I think it's gonna be smaller than what we have.
It should be. It should be smaller. I think it's supposed to have like a different chipset or in it or something like that. I don't take my word for it. I don't know. But it of course, the disk drive and stuff is not going to be in there. So it should be smaller. I also think this confirms that next generation it's going to be all digital.
That's scary. That's
like,
scary,
I don't think we're getting any physical systems next year. Or they might sell like the attachment on the side, but like in terms of what's going to come in the box, it's gonna be an all digital system.
That's a scary era.
We gonna be fucked, yo.
You know that's a scary era, yo. Like I know some people are only thinking about the positives in the sense of okay, now I don't have to walk into I can just boot up my games and down. But there's actually a lot. If you really think about it, there's actually a lot of negatives to getting rid of physical media. Period. A lot of negatives, bro.
But the negatives only only account for a small market of people, though.
They're literally going to get full control of these digital games, and there's no fucking reason these digital games should be the price where they should be priced without having to deal with all these, other shipping costs, the price of the case, distribution, so much things, right? But they're still selling it for a crazy amount of profit. We're going to get fucked even more if we go to a completely digital era, bro. That's just a fact. We're getting super fucked even more.
Bro, you can't even buy... Matter of fact, PlayStation is getting sued right now. You cannot buy PlayStation digital games from anyone but PlayStation. So they're going to fully dictate the price. There's going to be no reason for them to do...
It's a bad future. You're a fact.
On top of that, stores like Best Buy and Walmart probably going to get rid of their gaming section altogether besides Nintendo. They have no reason to carry it, to be honest. They're not making much profit off a console sale, if anything, right? So they're going to be like, fuck them. And they're not going to be able to sell their games on a digital card. They selling Game Pass and they selling PS Plus. Those are going to be the two cards they get. That's what I'm saying. The shit going to be bad, bro. It's going to be bad, bro.
Like, I don't know if you.
That means there's gonna be no love for the key sites and shit like that too. So we ain't even gonna have
PlayStation Plus. Hell no.
Damn. But take it in. The more that we get into this super digital era, is the more that we have seen so much like really bad practices happen in the game industry. The more that we're getting, this is more connectivity and super internet. Like ever since that came in, shit's just been going in a decline. They find different ways to fuck you, shipping games incomplete. Now what's scary is even when you buy a physical game like Halo Infinite, it's just a fucking key. The disc is literally useless without the internet. That's even scary in itself. Look what they're trying to do to physical media at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really with the idea with the 100% digital future, which it might be inevitable because it's more beneficial for the corporations to go that way. Yep. Yeah, it's way more beneficial for them because they're going to dictate everything and they're going to fuck. I'm telling you, you know what made me pissed, J-Man? You know what? I'm going to give you a perfect example of why digital future is bad. I had an itch after Elden Ring last year, I had an itch to play more Souls. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go buy Dark Souls 3. You know what I mean? Let me go buy Dark Souls. So before I went out and to go go cop a physical copy of that, I checked the digital store because I'm like, I don't want to leave my house. Guess how much that shit was costing, bro?
Digitally?
Yep. Dark Souls 3 last year.
Was like $40?
It cost full retail price on the PlayStation Store. Last year. Dark Souls 3 cost full retail price on the PSN.
That game
last year
old
when I
as
bought
shit
it.
too. That game is old.
Old as shit, bro. That was last year that I was checking for it. This is the issue of going all digital, bro. If they're not doing these flash sales when they control it, then you're literally fucked. Where I can literally go to the store and go get it for like $30 or $20 used, maybe even less.
That's why I understand why people bought.
I'm telling you, scary, bro.
That's why I can't believe people bought the all digital PS5 because I'm like, bro, you never like,
never
bro,
do
you fucked like. So
I game share and I still make sure I had a physical PS5 because for specific games, like my game share partner, like he might not be interested in something, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy it physically. That way, if I ain't fucking with it, I get rid of this shit, get at least, you know what I'm saying, half
get
back,
money,
maybe 40% back.
Yeah.
Like Callisto, I got rid of that shit immediately. Once I beat that shit, gone. I think gave it to my nephew or some shit like that.
Not
like,
the Callisto.
That's
gone.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, yeah, I'm still not with this like all digital shit, and I will support physical as long as I can. Hopefully, they're like we be seeing the numbers, Jamie. I know, like, you know, we be seeing like I don't know them sites, whatever they be called, like the Washington Post, like them other sites be posting like, you know, at the end of the year how much digital sales versus physical, and it's not looking
the
good.
splits.
The splits are not looking good for us physical gamers, bro. It's not looking good, and all I'm gonna say is a scary future ahead of us. Y'all gonna see why physical games are important once they're gone.
Yeah, some of them splits be like 70-30 digital to physical and shit like that. So I don't think they'll completely like I said, I don't think they'll completely get rid of the option to go physical. But in terms of what's gonna come in that box, I think it's gonna be all digital.
I'm telling you, old games on PSN right now. Games, 7 years old games, $70, $59. Like what?
You know why they're gonna get rid of physical games? Because they still have physical games really only appeal to like hardcore gamers or enthusiasts or collectors. They still gonna have the option to ship you a fucking hammer in a box with a game code, like for a premium price. Like pay $300, you get this code on a piece of paper, no game. Like they're already doing it right now. They're gonna keep doing it, bro.
They're integrating us. Like we ain't stupid. Like people have the keen eye, know what's happening. Like they're just like how they trickle down the PC games. They're just slowly integrating us into that kind of mindset with the digital shit. And PlayStation doing this external disk drive, separately is just another part of that. Just to make us go full digital, right? Soon they're gonna just phase that shit out. No CDs. You have to just buy everything direct from them. They make the bigger splits. They control the pricing of the old games. And we fuck, J-Main. One day you're going to have an itch to play some old... You're going to go to the store and you're going to be like, oh my God, it's a brand new price of a brand new game. And now you're going to realize, I need a physical... I could have got this for $10 at used. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
And the deeper darker is the popularity of... Like, like the most popular shit is like the live service games and stuff, the free to play shit, Warzone, Fortnite, Apex, like all that shit is downloadable. So like the most people that actually like that play the casuals and stuff like that actually play these games, they download most of the shit anyway. So it's easy for them to make that switch. Easy. Yeah, man.
It's tough. Scary out here. But wrapping up soon. The last thing at CES was announced was we got some more information on PlayStation VR 2.
Yes.
They said that they're gonna launch with 30 titles.
Yep. 30 launch titles. And they also announced that, Gran Turismo 7 will be getting PSVR 2 support for free. And Beat Saber as well, but they didn't announce what the plans were for Beat Saber. So
you see, remember on the same podcast I told you all those games are coming back because those are literally staple VR games. Beat Saber, you know what I mean, like those Super Hots, like all those games are gonna get relaunched on PSVR 2. I think the question was we were discussing at the time, J-Main, is are they gonna, if you already own this game on the PlayStation 4, are you gonna get the free upgrade? Are they gonna make you pay the $20 or $30? Right, brand new for the same copy of the game, but just the PSVR 2 version. And I believe Moss was the game, right? Moss.
Yeah, Moss. Yep.
I think that got confirmed for PSVR 2, and they made people pay for the game again.
Yeah. So if you want,
if you own Moss on PSVR, Jack, the original, you have to rebuy the game for PSVR 2.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
And I'm curious to see. I think it might be what I'm thinking, Jimmy, it might be developer like case by case basis. If the developer wants to make it free, they might have the option. But it's looking like so far with the examples I've seen that people are they're recharging you for these games, yo. They're recharging you.
So there's a list. So I'll be on Reset Era a lot, and
Okay.
there's a good thread going where they are listing games that are confirmed for PSVR 2, as well as launch titles, and then they mark certain games that have upgrade paths.
Okay.
But so to go back quick on the Moss thing, so initially I definitely had an issue with the Moss them charging you because they pretty much are bundling it with the second game for PSVR 2. So you get the first game and the second game, and they
Okay.
bundle it for you to buy it. So if you want to play Moss 1 on PSVR 2, I think you have to buy the bundle.
You have to buy the
But
bundle. Okay.
they did a lot of upgrades to Moss 1 to where I think it warrants the price of the
price?
upgrade.
Okay.
If you never bought Moss 2. So if you never bought Moss 2 and you buy the bundle of Moss 1 and Moss 2, I think it's worth it because I think the upgrades on
Okay.
Moss 1 that they did are really nice. They actually detailed it in a PlayStation blog and also showed images of the differences between the two. And I think it's a good upgrade worth that price. So for something like that, I'm okay. But if it's just simply like a resolution or a frame rate difference within the two PSVR 1 to PSVR 2, then I don't think there should be any charge. And
Yeah. So
yeah,
it
so I
seems
think No
like a
Man's
case.
Sky, No Man's Sky is a free upgrade.
That's good.
There's a few other games on here.
Is there
I'm trying to
more
list.
that's free or paid? Like, what's the paid games right now that you see on that list?
So they don't list the paid. They just only list the ones that are
free,
no.
are
So the
free.
ones that are listed as cross buy. So
Okay.
I'm just trying to list shit that y'all might know of.
I know. Resident Evil Village. If you own the game already,
Right, it's a free.
They're not charging for the VR mode, and as they should. That's as they should, right?
Right.
I
After the
believe-
fall, which was a
yeah.
PSVR 1 game, has a free cross buy
So I'm curious with
upgrade
Beat
shit
Saber.
like that.
I want to see what they do with that one. If you already own the game on consoles, I mean on PSVR 1.
The fact that they didn't announce it today leads me to believe they're gonna have some type of
Upgrade
bundle.
path or...
I don't know if it's Beat Saber 2 or some new like expansion shit where
okay.
they're gonna charge you for it somehow, some way.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah. But it looks like the majority of the games, if they either don't have a cross buy option, or if they do, no, they either don't have a cross buy option, or they just you can pay for it or it's free. So most of them don't though. Most of them don't from PSVR 1. It'll be probably just like the popular ones that either have a cross buy option or you have to pay for something.
Honestly, I feel like the entry into PSVR 2 is extremely expensive. So the least they can do is have like some sort of upgrade path for the games that you already did buy. You know what I'm saying? Because you already invested a lot, right, into the platform. If you invested a lot, you should get something back out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping there's more upgrade paths and free upgrades coming for PSVR 2. But as of right now, Jack, are you planning on picking up a PSVR 2? Or
Fuck no, baby.
yeah,
man.
Right now,
Nah, man, that price is
too.
crazy.
That
That's
price
what
is
I'm
a little
saying,
crazy.
man.
I'm gonna need if PlayStation down to send me one, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take it, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
I want to hear the reviews too, man. I want to see if people liking the
it's gonna
new
be good.
changes and all that.
I actually think it's gonna be good. I think it's really just the content at this point. Like they gotta have the games to just the support.
That action price is crazy, man. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
It's
It
a lot
is.
of money, bro.
It is.
And then
there's
if you
some
don't
new
like it, like sheesh.
I mean, it's something like for the people that like the first one, I think it's a no-brainer. If you never played VR before, it's definitely a high ass and
Yeah,
price.
see, that's me.
That's
That's
sell
me.
you on
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, because it's not something that you can even sell. Like VR is something you have to experience that shit to like even know what it truly feels like. To win you over. Like even if you buy this shit off of word of mouth, you still gonna be like, I don't know. But when you put that shit on, like certain games that I can recommend.
Hey
that
man,
you
all I
be
gotta
like,
tell you, if you
wow.
lazy, it's not for you, bro. I was playing golf. I was playing golf. What about golf on Oculus with the boys the other day, bro? When I tell you that my legs were sore by the end of this shit, I'm like, yo, why am I standing up doing this? I was so tired. That's the thing about VR with me. Like, I like to be relaxed when I play games. So when I be playing VR, like I feel like I'm working out, bro. Like I'm doing exercise.
Yeah, that's good exercise.
I feel like
Beat Saber too.
exercise.
Beat Saber is that's a workout game.
I take out my Oculus. That's a workout. I got like a sweat line all over my. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like
shit, I was sweating playing Resident Evil 7 on that motherfucker.
Man,
that shit
too
was
much,
scary than a motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit too much. Or real quick before we get out of here, we got a report saying that Bungie's working on several new titles with Sony. What do you guys make of this? Let's see if I can pull up the article. I guess the question I'm asking is, games beyond Destiny.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're gonna be PlayStation exclusive, even though Bungie came out and said in their when they initially got acquired by PlayStation and Sony, that their vision was to become more multi-platform. So if they're working on a new IP, what's the chances that it's a PS5 or PlayStation PC thing and not an Xbox thing? What's the chances? I'm saying the chances are high.
I say 5%. 5% chance.
Yeah, you think
everything? Very low. Yes, very low. Very low.
I wouldn't be shocked.
They trying to recoup their money, dog.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's PS5 PC if they do.
Because I saw this article, and to me, only thing it said to me is that they have like more backing for the project that they're working on, but that shit's still gonna be everywhere because like it's like what was it word for word that and with the support of Sony. So it's not even like it's like the support of PlayStation because we know they're not under Bungie's not under PlayStation first party studios. They're under the Sony umbrella.
Yeah, they're on their own. They're kind of on their own type of thing.
Right, and they already said that they want to make sure that the games that they put out in the future can reach the same fans that previous stuff have. So I don't think.
Why do I feel like that'd be cap? I feel like if Sony gets a chance, they're gonna make something like PS5 PC. Like I don't know why I feel like that. I feel like that.
I don't know what the. I just feel like they're gonna abide by all types of rules, especially with the whole. I don't know with the FTC. I don't know. Like
at this point, the deal's closed. They already closed this shit. Like at this point,
it is. But they also probably want to be able to be in good standards on buying future stuff too. So they don't want to. I mean, piss off certain regulators and shit like that. So I don't know. I feel like something like this would be on multiple platforms.
I feel like the reason why the Xbox thing is going through so much scrutiny is because the amount, like that's the biggest acquisition I think in media history, isn't it not?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think that's the only reason why that one's getting so much press and attention. Like it seems like the Bungie thing, like we just one day we popped up, they bought Bungie, and like no one cared, no one talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel like Microsoft's going through so much trouble just because it's the biggest acquisition in fucking media history. So, and yeah. Jack, what you think, real quick, before we get out? I'm gonna read some super chats.
Well, first of all, I think that I'm impressed that you said the word scrutiny and didn't whoop your
ass.
Did
you fuck it up?
That's the most impressive thing, brother. But I'm kind of with J-Man on this one. Because they went out of their way so much to acknowledge that they not with PlayStation. Like they stress that shit so much. It's like, why even allude to that if you're not
these guys
gonna
so
stay
much.
multiplayer?
I don't believe shit too tough like that. I know how they play the game, bro. I know these guys be lying through their teeth,
absolutely.
Holy, you know what I mean? They just say certain things just for the public opinion. Then they start switching up the game to their real agendas, a little bit later.
I mean, I would like for them to do that personally. Y'all know how I get down, but I don't know if I see that happening though.
Yeah. All right, I got two more super chats to read. This one's from Ruffle Mike. He says, guys, do you think PC gaming in a downfall? NVIDIA cards are beginning to feel like a ripoff, and newer games struggle more on PC more often than usual. 4090, good, but it's too much power. Yes,
it's just the pricing.
I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the pricing of these new GPUs, and it seems like with every other iteration that they make, it's just only going up in price. And
Fire.
yeah, GPUs at this point, if you want a decent GPU or like the current GPU, you gotta spend at least you gotta prepare to spend 1,000. You know,
Yeah.
or
Yeesh.
you gotta prepare to spend $1,000 if you want at least a current GPU. Which I would say I don't know about the party that he says newer games are trying to struggle more on PC. I don't know what for me personally. I'm not running into too much buggy PC games or like
No
bad.
chain.
Bad. I'm not
Talk
really
about it.
running into
Oh
that.
yeah, with that 4090.
Yeah,
I
talk
don't. I
about
don't.
it.
I don't think
I
that's
guess
like
you could
the.
say that. I guess you could say that, but
I think that's
I
more like
feel
optimization problems than it
yeah,
is.
I don't think it's a hard.
The
I don't think it's
graphics
really.
card.
Yeah, I don't think it's a hardware issue. It's just more of these developers just really not doing their job properly. I think that's more of that.
Shipping
If you're running
half-ass
into-
games.
Yeah, if you're running into shit, because there's definitely been quite a few great PC ports of recent.
Yeah.
For taking it in. He also says, P.S. The 4090, the 4070 Ti is a ripoff. Don't buy it. I think it's going on for like what $800 or some shit like that. Like that's crazy. I remember like
4090. Yeah.
I feel like
That was the one that they was that the one that they downgraded from the 4080. It was supposed to be originally.
I think so. They just repackaged it to the 4070
Ti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just repackaged it, and yeah.
That shit
I don't know.
crazy.
Right now, yeah, PC gaming is expensive. Like I've always said this. If you want the best of best, PC gaming is expensive. Period. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people say you're gonna jump ship, come over there, but I think it's kind of worth it if you're looking to do more than just play video games too. Like I do so much on my computer, right? You know what I mean? I've been doing so much fucking shit on my computer. So on top of that, it's my main platform usually for my video games as well. So to me, it's worth it, but it is a big investment. And if you're not down for that investment, just get yourself a console. The consoles are actually not that bad this generation. You're actually getting 60 FPS games, right? So I'm not really mad at all console gamers in 2020 going up, right? I'm not really mad at it because you guys have a lot of options this time around with performance, so
Right.
it's not that bad, yeah. All right, man. I guess that's it with the pod, though. I have nothing left to say. Jack, I appreciate you pulling up on us. You know what I mean?
No problem.
It's always a pleasure. Jamie, you want to close us out?
Absolutely. Jack Move. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to the boys in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Happy New Year again. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out the door. And make sure y'all good gaming out there as well. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. I already got 2 games beat down on the year. So just make sure y'all can keep up with me.
That don't
All right?
count, Jamie. Cut it
You know
out.
what I'm saying? Make sure.
That's what I did last time.
Make sure y'all keep up. You know what I'm saying?
Abs on PC and Abs on PS4.
It's the Quarry on PS5, and
Okay.
I put the Callisto because I beat that shit. I beat that after my list came out, so I'm putting that shit on my 2023 list.
Nah.
You feel
We ain't
me?
doing that. Okay, if
I
that's
have to wait till the new year to
if-
start beating games again, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If you doing that, J man, that means I'm putting God of War, Chains of Olympus on my list because I beat that at the end of the year. I got the platinum for it too on my Jack Move account. Shout out to Jack Move. I got the
Yes,
platinum on that.
yes, sir.
Chains of Olympus, which I will say, besides the hitbox being wonky in that game, it's still a great game, man.
Fire.
God of War games, bro, like, whew, they have some really good replayability.
Fire.
Really good replayability, yo. Anyways, yo, Jack, appreciate you coming on, guys. Chat, shout out to everyone. Like Jamie said, hit the like on your way out, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. And Tony still fucking sucks at Ages of Empires, bro. You a bum. We out.